Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're on the GC and we're doing weekend at Bernie's. We're going to feature his RX-7 3-rotor. Hey Bernie, thanks for letting us feature your RX-7.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, tell me where it all start, mate, with your Rotary adventure.
Yeah, well, my dad used to own a block of land out where was Surfers Paradise Raceway in Carrara, and as a little kid, I used to sit on the hill looking down on Moffat and Dick Johnson and Peter Brock all racing around the track there. And
Production series?
Yeah, it was the Group C
Group
cars,
C's,
Group
yeah.
A cars, and yeah, as soon as I got home, I kept talking about the RX-7s with the big wings, and I used to think it was pretty cool. So,
yeah.
Dad died when I was 6 years old, but before he died, he bought Mum an RX-7, a Gen 1 RX-7, a Series 3, and I just loved it. And yeah, Mum sort of got right into it, and I remember going to school in the RX-7, and she used to take me to school from the age of 5 all the way through to 12. I was 12 years old in that car, and I loved it. And she sold it, bought a.
You sold it on?
She sold it, and I never forgave her. I just said, "You're a cow," and and she laughed. But anyway, I knew that as soon as I had the chance to buy a first car, I had to buy an RX-7, and this is the car.
This is it. So how long was that?
Oh, it's about 26, 27 years.
Yeah, right. Awesome effort. A lot of commitment. I know what it's like,
Yeah, well, the car was, it was standard little 12A with the 3-speed auto Jatco in it.
Yeah.
When I got it, and it spent a lot of its time like that for a while, and it would have been 1999, 2000. I stumbled across Baron Spitz and Evolution Racing in Holden Street in the Gabba.
Yeah, Will and Gabba.
Yeah,
I can remember it.
And the reason why it sort of all came about was I had a mate that was tinkering with Webbers, and he said, "Oh, we should buy a 48 IDA and stick it on your Rotary, it'd go really well."
Yeah.
And I just, we used to go and every Thursday get to the trading post and open up the trading post. Oh yeah, there's a 48 IDA Weber with a inlet manifold to suit a 12A. I'll go and grab that.
Yep.
And grabbed it, threw it on, and
try and get some more power.
He must have had huge jets or something in it, and didn't know anything about it. Just threw it on, and it was spitting flames. Just as soon as I started, and I thought, oh, this is awesome. But I went from like 400 k's to a tank to about 80 k's to a tank.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've got to get this tuned by someone. Obviously, it's not running right. And I went to a few shops, and no one touched Rotaries. And I heard about this grumpy old prick that sold Weber parts, Access Auto in the Gabba. The guy was named Blair Salter, so I went and had a chat to him, and he basically told me what I thought.
Yeah.
He says, I don't know what you run in Rotaries. There's a Rotary shop up the street, and that was Baron's shop, Evolution Racing, and I went to him, and yeah, he was pretty cranky as well.
Yeah. But he sorted you out?
He sorted me out, yeah. He lifted the bonnet, sort of shook his head, had a bit of a chuckle to himself, changed all the jets, put his own jets in there, took mine, and said, fuck off. And I sort of went, really?
Yeah.
And I went up the street, and the car had power, and it went well, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I came back, I tried to pay him, he wouldn't take any payment, he just told me to go away, and I thought, oh, I'd probably be best of mates with this person, and ever since I've sort of followed him around.
Yeah, right.
And
become best friends.
Yeah, we became best friends, and going through
That's
uni,
a cool story.
I spent a lot of time at the shop and helping him out doing grease and oil changes and that sort of stuff. And
well, he's obviously helped you continue your journey throughout the Mazdas and Rotaries, and
well, that's it. I mean,
you're very lucky to have some guidance like way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he sold the shop in about 2003, I think it was, and went back to carpentry because that was his trade, and yeah, we just kept tinkering with the car. By that stage, I bought a few parts, 20Bs and whatnot, and started collecting.
So 27 years later, now, where's the car at? run me, we'll start from the front.
Well,
What's it running?
At the moment it runs a peripheral port, 50mm peripheral port 20B.
20B.
With a Weber style triple throat carby that they
Triples.
Yeah, that they run on. Well, Weber made 46 IDA 3-chamber carbies, but I've got a 50mm PMO, which was sort of made for Porsches, racing Porsches, and I thought I'll just take the same recipe from the 13B peripheral port and just put the same sort of jets and everything and run it on a triple and see how it goes.
Sounds very complex.
Well, it's not. It's pretty simple. So, it works just like any other carby does, and she starts up pretty easily and goes. So, haven't had.
So 20B with triples, gearbox.
Gearbox is a Series 6 box with a OS Geek and push-pull converter on it, and then runs like a big triple plate clutch and
gets the job done.
Yeah, an OS Geek and gear set. So no, it seems all right. I mean, it's a good streetable synchro box. I didn't want to have a, the car's been through a few iterations where it got a bit crazy, and used to run a 20V turbo and make a lot of power, and I used methanol and water injection to cool it instead of intercooling, and fill aid manifold and that sort of stuff. So.
Yep. And then in your rear end, what are you running there?
So rear end's a Hilux rear end.
Yep, LSD.
Yeah, the LSD, 4.3 diff gears in at the moment. It's probably a bit tall. It's really tall actually. So when I took it to the track the other day at Lakeside, I was going, God, I could probably do 200 k's an hour in second gear here. So.
You go back to 4.1s or?
Yeah, no, I'll probably go to 5.2s or 4.8s or 4.11s or something, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I've just got to play with it and get it set up right for this motor, but we'll see how we go.
Suspension wise, what are you running?
It's all coilover, coilovers, adjustable coilovers, conies, that sort of thing.
Conies, yep.
Yeah.
You done anything with your rear?
Oh, it's all rose jointed, so everything under there is all race car, all adjustable.
Yep.
Top and bottom arms. Still runs the Watts link.
4-link rear end.
Rear end, yeah.
Yeah, I had one too, and it handled awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for what it is, for its age and everything like that. Yeah, it was like, give you a bit of confidence. Yeah. What else? Bodywork. Obviously put the Group C kit.
Group C kit. I run like a Euro style, like a front spoiler, which looks a bit different to the Group C front spoiler. I just decided to run it because I wanted to still be able to use it on the road and clear, gutters and speed bumps and that sort of thing. So, so it's sort of, I've tried to unrace the car, like it got a bit too crazy, and now I want to be able to do, cars and coffee and social meets with it. So,
yeah. And your wheels, you running?
I bought them from Purnell's, I don't know what you call them, OS. Wheels or something. Yeah. They were pretty cheap, so
they look the part anyway.
Yeah, they look the part. They fill the guards out. Yep. I've got some Simmons with slicks in the shed, but which probably fit the car a lot better than these ones. These ones are probably a little bit too big.
Too big.
And because I've gone up a size in wheel diameter from 16s to 17s, it's exacerbated that it's really tall.
Yep.
So. Really tall in the gearing, so yeah, I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, all right. So obviously you don't need to run a computer, so.
Oh, we do run so I got a Microtech, so I run Microtech just for the ignition side, so I got the Bosch.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I just got Bosch coils and run a Microtech's pretty old school setup.
Yep.
LTX 12 seems to do the job,
Sweet.
I don't run any ignition boosters. I used to run M&W and all that sort of stuff for the turbo setup, but I've taken that all off, and that motor and that setup will go in one of my other race cars.
And I've heard you've got some future plans for this car, so that sounds pretty exciting. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, definitely when you go down that road, we'll come back and
for sure,
feature it again.
Yeah, well, it'll
like it'll have a different number plate.
It'll have a different number plate on it too, and yeah, I've got a couple of little secret plans in the works. So.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thanks a lot, Bernie. Thanks for coming on the channel.
No,
it was awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure.